Hello, my name is Emma Wride and I run a company called Astro Cymru, and I deliver astronomy and space related workshops to schools, festivals and public events. And one of the workshops that we do is called Stardust Hunters. And for this workshop, I go into schools and we do a presentation on how to find micrometeorites. We start off by talking about like the very early solar nebula and how the planets were formed and the dust that is still around from 4.6 billion years ago. We also talk about asteroids and comets and how the dust from asteroids and comets can still be around as well. So asteroids and comets, when they come into Earth's atmosphere as meteors, they can be various sizes. They can be very large or they can be extremely small. And it's the extremely small that we are very excited about. We want to find spherical objects that are smaller than a millimeter, even smaller than half a millimeter. And these are called micrometeorites. So in our workshops, the children look on the school grounds for these very small objects using a magnet. And this idea for our project came from John Larson's work on micrometeorites. So I am very excited to be here in Oslo with John Larson at a place that I call 555, where he found the first urban micrometeorite. So we have spent 3 days with John Larson and we have learnt so much. When I first came here, I was not very confident on looking at the various types of micrometeorites. So John has taught us how to classify all the different types of meteorites, from glassy ones to cryptocrystalline to barred olivine, porphyritic olivine, scoriaceous and unmelted. So I'm now very confident when I go home that we can actually find these micrometeorites. So when I do the workshops in schools, the children sieve out the samples that they have found on the ground, and then those samples are sent to Swansea University to be analysed, to have a look at the spectra through a scanning electron microscope. And this is where my colleague, Dr. Sarah Roberts, takes over, and she uses the SEM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Roberts and I'm an Associate Professor of Astronomy in Swansea University. And as Emma said, I work with Emma on the Stardust Hunters project. So when Emma's done her workshop in school and she has the children send the samples in, I take them and I either give them to my undergraduate students who help me sometimes, or I go myself to the scanning electron microscope at Swansea University and have a look in them and take pictures and look at the spectrum. And I can say that after 3 days spent with John Larson being trained up, I am now definitely very confident in how to look at the spectrum properly and how to identify them. And although we've been running the Stardust Hunters project for a number of years now, we haven't found anything yet, but I suspect that after these 3 days, it's only going to be a matter of very short time before we find the first Welsh micrometeorite. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to John for the time that he's spent today. So diolch yn fawr iawn o Gymru.